All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about what we're going to need to do to turn in our work. Okay, so at this point, you should have your king done. You should have your queen done. I think I'm going to turn this queen in though. Okay, so, and of course you don't have to have multiples, but I'm going to turn my original queen in and my king in here. All right, so we're going to make drawings of this. We're going to click the plus sign down below, which is covered up by my record sign on my screen capture. And we're going to say create drawing. And for this one, we're going to do a horizontal sheet. So it's not portrait, but the regular. And we're going to say okay. And we're going to put the front view and the top view of both of these objects onto the same place. Okay, so we're going to select the king. I'm going to select my king. And I'm going to bring this in here, right? And my view scale right now is pretty small. So I'm going to drag this up. I'm going to go back in, double click on that, and I'm going to change my scale instead of 1/3 to, I really want it to be full scale. Can we make it, maybe not full scale, let's say half scale. So half scale. Yeah, that's half scale. Scale label, check. Okay, get rid of this scale label. So that's my king and the diameter of my king. Okay, so I really only care about two major dimensions here. I care about the dimension from the bottom of your king to the bottom of your finial, which for me is like right here. Actually, I think for me, that's the bottom of my finial. So dimension from here to here. Okay, that should be like 3 3/4 to like 4 1/4 high, let's just say, right? I don't really care about the height of the finial. Then I care about the overall diameter, so the biggest circle on the top. And again, that should be not quite 2 inches, but almost 2 inches. Okay, so that's fine there. I'll just leave both of those like that. Oh, and the other thing here, when I right click on this image, I'm going to say show shaded view. Okay, and that's going to color that in. And I'm going to do the same thing on the top, show shaded view. And that's going to color that in. Okay. I want to project my front, my king. I want an isometric, so I'm going to select that and I'm going to hit the P. I'm going to bring that up. Okay. Again, that scale doesn't change, so it doesn't need to be like that. So that's my king over there on that side of the sheet. Now I'm going to come up and insert a new view. This time I'm going to insert, so select the insert, and I'm going to select my regular queen, actually, not queen 2, queen. And same sort of thing, right? If my scale before was a half, the scale for this is going to be a half. I'm going to put my queen down here. I'm going to project the top of my queen to here. I'm going to project a isometric view of my queen to up to here. Again, let's delete these scale labels. Let's right click and so show shaded view. Show shaded view. And again, if your details aren't coming out great, then you probably have a black that's too black. You really want a dark gray, okay? Because we do want to be able to see the shape of your sheets. And again, two major dimensions for this. I just really care about the bottom to the very top of my ball. I'm going to bring this out. Okay, so again, from the bottom to the top of the ball, this should be about 4 inches. Mine, I guess, is exactly 4 inches. Awesome. And then, again, the largest diameter at the top. Okay, which hopefully, because you use the same exact base as your king, hopefully it's exactly the same. And I really want my king and my queen as lined up horizontally as possible, right? I want like this and this to be lined up. Let's get my dimension out of there. Clean that up. Queen, king, boom. Okay. So title, king and queen. Check. Put that in the middle. You've got your name. Scale down here is wrong. That scale really should be 1 to 2. Bingo. And we're pretty much ready to export. So again, you could go up to the thing up here and you could come down to print. I also figured out that if you right click down here, you can say export, and we can call this like the king and queen. We can export it as a PDF. And we want it color, and we're going to download it. So we're going to export. Now here's my PDF down here. You can move this PDF to your folder, your drive, and then you can attach this PDF to the assignments to be graded. Okay, the king is worth 5 points, the queen is worth 5 points. This whole project is going to be worth double though, because we have been spending so much time on it. So it's more a project than it is a classwork. Okay, so it's going to count as 2 class assignments, but a total of 10 points. Okay, that's that for today. Get your drawings wrapped up, make sure that they look somewhat similar to mine, and send them off to me. Nice job, ladies and gentlemen. All right, bye-bye.